Houston and London squared off on Thursday in a rematch of their Stage 1 playoff showdown. London won that matchup, but this time around, Houston was looking for revenge. Would they get it? Selmar and Hex have the call.
Bound to deliver some sick games. Houston Outlaws are going to be on the offense as the away team. London Spitfire starting out on the defense, and already some.
Smash that button and go in.
And Muma is stuck in the back. He's still alive here, getting moved. That's
Primal, not gonna matter.
Yeah, he's going to get Primal, get back onto that point. But he will eventually get hacked. Not going to matter, obviously, when he's just trying to bat people around like baseballs. And he is on top of it. Lynx here looking in for the dash as well. He's got the Dragon Blade for the hack and not going to find anything out of it to start his point. Instead, we'll finally get the kill on Gesture. Perhaps the opening here for Houston Outlaws, except that Murdering still on the fight with that attack visor. One kill, nearly a second. Doesn't get the reload in time.
Still not over yet. Fighting on the point continues. Clockwork able to take down Prophet, which is a necessary kill for them, and they will finally be able to evict London from this point. Just D.Va stalling out now, maybe buys a little time, but the walk in reinforcement time for the defense is so long here that they're actually just waiting. No, they waited way too long. They probably should have ended killing that D.Va. Both tanks are going to come back in. London doesn't want to give it up. London doesn't give anything up for free, and Houston needs to know this.
Yeah, they're getting right into this fight. We already have Agapan back into it as well. He's at 70% on the EMP. That might be an opening here for him, but he is going to get spotted out by the Moira. Might force him into the back line. Gonna make it a little bit more tricky for him at least, and eventually he will fall. And so London Spitfire will get cleaned up, and we will have the first point picked up here for Houston Outlaws. Lucio speed boosting his teammates, allowing them that mobility. Lynx are shredding one, shredding two, doing the damage right now. Even could find a third here as the sound barrier gets committed to this fight. Houston Outlaws not holding back.
They're all in with this barrier. Closer does have his sound barrier about to come up too. It should be enough for them to stall out. Muba gets another kill. London just needs 1 or 2 kills to be able to evict. They're gonna have the sound barrier desperation. Blade comes out as well.
Holy hell, can he find a target? Now Murdering is getting batted around, and Muma will find the kill on him. Might be the turning point here for Houston Outlaws. Still 6 players alive here for them and healthy. Cool Matt dancing on the edge, but he's got self-destructs to remake if he needs it, and they are making tremendous progress. It is done. Houston Outlaws nearly get shut out on the first point and then get the cap on the second in the end. 2-0 lead for them. Muma there. Muma dancing on the edge. He will get caught. And Prophet with the pulse bomb. If you group up too much, you can see the opportunity here. Right on the edge. Not going to find a kill. Clockwork instead is the one to deliver big with the kill on Closer.
Clockwork gets a huge kill there. Bonnie is out of Mac. It is only Clockwork and Boink alive. Boink gets trying to come in, but at this point is absolutely over. That is how you play against a Sombra. You take away that room. It's our room now. You guys can come in and get your packs if you want, but you're going to have to go through pulse bombs. You're going to have to go through tanks to deal with it. When you saw Sombra come into the Volskaya meta, everyone went right side. A couple of very early kills. That is a sound barrier that comes down from Houston Outlaws. Maybe enough. 1 kill can sometimes be enough, but Clockwork's gotta stay alive here, and he knows he's in trouble. Gonna back out, wait for his team, so they can actually have a decent contest, but it has been all blue.
And the self-destruct as well, right in the open. Muma getting body blocked, and he's gonna go up in smoke. Clockwork is dancing right on the edge, but Prophet is here to challenge him, and Murdering just gonna clear the side as well with the Death Blossom. Clockwork taking advantage of that, the easy target there, but he will get caught. And so far now just trickling in. Houston Outlaws 1 at a time, desperate to buy it, desperate to defend. Muma gets into the site just in time as well to keep their hopes alive, but it will not happen in the end. Full Matt boosted in, trying to close the gap, but it wasn't meant to be. Tied up 2-2. There's a chance here for the London Spitfire to turn things around as they go charging in as a unit. Falk is out as well here, Boink on high, trying to get the heals out there to keep his teammates alive, and will get the res off on Bonnie into chaos as well. And it's looking very good here for Houston Outlaws. They've succeeded in picking up a few of the kills. And again, that res so far away.
Everyone on Houston just used their ultimates. That's what they did the first time around. That's what they're going to do the second time around.
There. Doesn't seem like he wants to commit it onto Lugiol unless he can get the job done. The manual way here, just point blank. Sound barrier out though. Gonna give a little bit bonus healing here, bonus barrier to his teammates. That is Closer, trying to keep him in this, and he will do a fantastic job. It's nothing but blue in the kill feed. And London Spitfire, as the overtime wick burns, they will hold. 3 points picked up here for the Houston Outlaws on the first map in this series. Exactly right, that flash combo. There's no translocating if you're dead. And already Murdering, you can see him just plinking away, doing the damage here, and they are definitely going to get a very quick take here on this first point unless something big can happen. Lynx are always capable of delivering, but he only gets the 1 kill, and Clockwork, not long for this world either.
Buy a little bit of time.
Gonna get out of here, but the EMP goes off. Bonnie able to get it fast enough. Burn ring, however, point blank gonna put the shotties to use. 2 big kills here for London Spitfire with the self-destruct going down, trying to get something out of it. Cool map, but it's not gonna happen.
It's a beautiful adjustment by Hago there to hear the Sombra coming and pop his Transcendence before he gets hacked. It's an adjustment that top-level Zenyatas have made over the last Sombra meta years, and he crushed it there by keeping his team alive post-hack. Beautiful play from the Zenyatta player will lead to London Spitfire taking Messiah. As we move on to Nepal for a second.
It is London who have started off strong here. They're up 1-0 in the series. But going into map 2, I mean, now you've really got Jake in the mix, and this guy can do tremendous damage.
Comes back, doesn't have a blade goal. They got absolutely nothing, and now they have no tools to work with going forward. This map is all but over in favor of Houston.
Listen, oh, they will get a touch on the point. The Wick is burning gesture. Will get caught, but he touches the point again. That's not going to be enough, though. Nobody can get in here quick enough to stop it from taking over into Houston Outlaws' favor. And Houston Outlaws, with the game plan, they stick to it and they get the damage done. Barrage in there, close quarters. Might be the case. The barrier getting dropped in the middle of it, and so far, Lynx are under pressure. Hunted down by Jester.
To the point, they didn't sit where they were supposed to be because they wanted to finish up kills and make sure that the point hole is going to be easier the next time around.
No, movement of signs that pisses him off. He's gonna get in here and start punching people. So he's alive on it, keeping Houston Outlaws' hopes alive to try and tie things up as Lynxer is looking to connect fist to face, but he's gonna get caught by Woohyal. And overtime now in effect here for London Spitfire. They are on the edge of tying it up 1-1 on this second map. Cool map gonna be gone. And who else is here to try and delay things further? It is not gonna happen. Boink can't make it there in time. So we're tied up 1-1 here on Nepal. Now, well, again, there's the halt. This is getting kind of silly. That was a big one. Woohyal is out of it. And so there is a man advantage. The supercharger gets canceled out immediately by Prophet. Prophet doing work right now. Wins the goal versus Jake. Again, you're right. And Cool Matt commits the self-destruct and even gets the fadeaway shot onto Prophet. There we go. Houston Outlaws will be picking up the second map, tying up this series 1-1.
It'd be awesome if London ends up being very good at this map, considering it'd be a home map. Kings Row in foggy London town here. Kings Row is one of the best maps in the game, always has been in my opinion.
I'm glad we got into stage 2 because, yeah, I'm a big fan of Kings Row myself. A lot of different possibilities, ways to hold that first point. This is a hybrid map. You're going to be capturing that point, but then you get to push the payload as well. But there are so many options, different ways to approach this map. He's going to get some eyes on the defense here, just hoping for somebody to come back around that corner, and eventually, no, just barely misses that shot.
Well, it works so well in combination because you have to hide inside and around corners and small spaces to be away from this Hanzo. So he's not just picking you out, but then you have to worry about scatter arrow. More importantly, you have to worry about Jake just throwing bombs in there. Houston simply walks onto the point, gets a couple kills, and that's it. They just take first point, just like that. Easy peasy.
And in the meantime, you still got Buma going to town. Spree once again, nearly fully charged up on energy. So much damage can get cranked out by him now. And he just doesn't hesitate, goes straight for the grab. They want to commit to this fight here, Houston Outlaws. So let's see if they can actually make it work. They do have quite a few kills going their way, and it looks like they will win it thanks to the grab.
Pops the grab and doesn't even need to combo it. That means they're going to have a lot of pieces to work with after the fact.
Genji pipes. I ate a pipe. I'm grabbing some monkey. I died. Please help me. You got this. Genji on me, I need help. I'm dead. Genji has dash. Oh, Nano spree. I'm owning. We're just owning. We don't even need I'm carrying.
Barely missing that shot. There's scatter point blank. Not going to find the kill. Prophet, however, will get pestered out of it. Not going to be able to find anything with that Dragon Blade. They continue to make progress here. Need this challenge on the point. They will. Fury commits to self-destruct, hoping to cause some chaos, but the Dragons are going to go intertwining their way through. No kills because of the trans. But they're still hanging in this fight, London, although this could end. Can they get anybody here to challenge? Not in time. What a fantastic first push here for the Houston Outlaws. London Spitfire on this first point. It's going to be on Houston here to commit to this fight, to start contesting on this point. Prophet still alive in the sky. Eventually connects a rocket when Lynxer gets the follow-up on Spray, and this should certainly be it. Jake, nothing he can do to stop him.
Hago got himself in a really cool position there. They knew he was up there. They sent a fire strike after him, but there's really no one else to be able to rotate up there unless you send Jake up there on the Junkrat all alone.
Both decided committed. He knows that they're alive on the back line, looking for it. Point blank, surprise! Can he get the follow-up? He's looking for it, and eventually a punch to the face will do the trick, and Prophet with both kills on the back line here for Houston Outlaws. they will eventually start to make some progress. Jake, there we go. As we have less than 30 seconds left on the clock here for them to push him to the second point.
That's a huge kill to take Boom down. It's Spree down as well. There is no big bodies left on this point. London should be able to walk it in.
And with 30 seconds left, there it is, the pulse committed by Birdring. Fair enough, it's Tracer, he'll be able to get one back soon. And well, they just in the nick of time before it even goes over to overtime, managed to push it to the second point.
Right, distraction, so this card has gone nowhere in the interim. Muma still batting people around with his Primal Rage. Soundbearer's out for both teams.
Just so much HP to deal with here, and Muma, he really needs it. We'll be able to get topped up just in time, but London Spitfire making a lot of progress here. Payload nearly there, overtime wick burning, and they cannot afford to leave it. Gesture has to stay alive on this payload, drops his shield to just buy a little bit more time, but boink, he is wary. He's not gonna get caught off guard, no back camping here. He's gonna stay alive and keep the contest going for his team, but pretty much he is going to be the last one here. Can they actually get in here to stop this? It doesn't look like it. Houston Outlaws on the edge. The last second blink in from Jake, but he recalls out, and that will be it. London Spitfire will succeed in pushing it to the third point, tying it up 3-3.
Time remaining in Houston's bank to capture first point, 4 minutes and 33 seconds. Time remaining for London, well, Big Ben is broken because they get 0. Yes, players.
Yeah, they need to really deliver here. Prophet, if ever there was a time for you to come alive, it is now. He's kind of dancing back there, getting healed up, but Fury gets, well, hooked right into oblivion. Gonna be dancing on this point, trying to keep it in this one tick necessary here for Houston Outlaws, and all they have to do is keep it tight, keep it close. They're getting the kills, and it feels like it's just a matter of time here for Houston Outlaws to get the job done. Prophet goes for the blade, gonna have to leave the point and gets obliterated by Muma. Surely this is it, and yes, Houston Outlaws will collect their win and go up 2-1 in this series versus the London Spitfire. One where all of the fight is going to have to be shown here from London Spitfire to stop Houston Outlaws from taking it 3-1. It will be Route 66. Yes, we're getting it all today, Hex. I love it, man.
This is a great fight for London. This is absolutely what they wanted. That was a little questionable, though, and it does not work out at all. It was a great fight because they didn't have to use EMP. They didn't have to use ultimates to win that fight. They'd gotten Valkyrie out of the mix as well. Muma had been down in that fight, and then they doubled down after it, throw ults into it, and still get nothing, and now Houston's turning it around.
This is all over the place. The stick as well. Fury, no mech. Well, yeah, Jake not even gonna bother.
They just try to deal with him constantly. London now has to defend against all these ultimates. Will pop a Primal Rage of their own here.
That was so sick. Gesture just pushing Link's all the way to the back. He gets nothing out of his Dragon Blade. 20-something seconds left on this clock now, and London Spitfire have fully evicted the Outlaws. They weren't paying their rent. They have to get off the ranch.
Punished into the corner. London with a pulse bomb. It's the only ultimate available for either side of the mix. Now it's going to be some vanilla Overwatch here. No huge ultimates to really look out for. It's just going to be who can play mechanically better around this card.
Yeah, well, Jake doing his job. Oh, his pulse bomb. No, doesn't. No, yeah, it does get eaten up there in the end by Fury. And so for now, it is going to be the trickle effect here. Jake just trying to stay alive, keep the fight going. Muma is there to back him up, but Muma's a big target. He won't be around for long. Overtime Wick is nearly halfway there before Cool Matt can boost his way onto that point. But this is pretty much going to be it, as there's nobody alive here for Houston to get into this fast enough. The London Spitfire now with the hard shutdown. Only 1 point picked up here for Houston Outlaws on the 4th map in this series. They can start swinging this their way. Linkster, he's got Tac Visor. That can definitely help. There's the Sound Barrier as well. Thrown down by Boink. And so Linkster on the hunt for targets, but he's getting body blocked. Not quite connecting with anything at all. And so he is certainly not long for this world. Gets caught by Prophet. Houston Outlaws, however, still putting up the fight on the payload itself, but London Spitfire sticking together, getting that cleave damage in, and Fury right now just going to town.
There's no bodies on the point to be able to soak any of this damage, and Gesture will clean it all up with the Tesla cannon. We're going to a map number 5.
We've got to get to match 5. We have to get into the decider. This series is tied up 2-2 between the Outlaws and the London Spitfire, and we're going to Ilios. It is still a control map to end things here between these two teams. They'll just own it that too, that's fine. Whoa, surprise, surprise! Linkster, that is definitely not what he was expecting up there. Insta-game. There will be the res, though. Rockets, no shame. Right out of the open, just grabs it. Brink Blinkers are back into the fight.
I like to think he locked eyes with Birdring the whole time. He was resting. I'm like, yeah, what are you gonna do about it? Now still the fight continues, 93% and counting up for Houston, and still London yet to really get any sort of traction here. Birdring just seems to be fighting a futile battle. Will finally get a couple kills. Raucous, Matt, Muma down. Maybe London can finally take control at this point at 99%.
Yeah, Boink is gonna be, whoa, never mind. Turns around and gets the kill on Prophet. I like it.
That's how you get tinnitus.
Oh, Monkey's left here to delay things further, and that's definitely going to be frustrating. Jake darts out of the way of that self-destruct, and they will be able to flip this, Houston, unless who is here to contest? Nobody, and so the overtime, it's taken away, it's burning quick, and London just barely get in the nick of time to keep themselves alive in this fight.
Matt takes down Burger. They are able to get the Transcend there. That was actually the kill that Jake had to get, but he was unable to get there before the Transcend was popped. Still desperation time for London as they need to get kills to be able to turn this around. This Houston team sticking so close together. Revenge for Hago. It takes down Jake. Might be the opening they need.
That's big. That's a lot of DPS loss here for Houston. We've got an angry monkey jumping around. That's not exactly what you want. Although, if they leave this point for even a split second, you saw it, they just narrowly avoided losing this map here. London Spitfire, that was far too close. Lynx are with the Dragon Blade now, hunting for the squishies. Doesn't matter, he'll go for a monkey too. Gets one kill on Gesture, looking for the follow-up, and eventually the Shurikens will do. Fantastic turnaround for Houston Outlaws. We got it from Lynx's perspective, but the whole team came together there in the end, and they are now up 1-0 on the last map in this series.
Sound Barrier went in and missed a couple of the heroes on London, but it should be enough for them to sustain. Matt now out of the mix, going to make things a lot more difficult for the rest of the team. Now they're getting chased down. It is time to retreat. Houston has one more crack at this to take the stage in the set. Otherwise, we're going to ruins.
It's going to be a fine line here for Houston. They don't have a whole lot of time to work with. They are going to wait just long enough for everybody to group up together. Muma going to get in there to be able to contest that point immediately. It leaps into the fray. Prophet with the recall, so he's a little bit less of a threat, so that comes off cooldown here. Self-destruct getting used on the point, and somehow Cool Matt will find the kill on Fury, but Gesture is there to trade versus Raucous.
Gesture's in here is trying to bat people around and off the cliff, trying to set himself up for knocking people off. Jake is able to take down Hago. Birdring now out of this fight as well, courtesy of Jake. Prophet gets a late kill on Lynxer, but not going to be enough. Houston has knocked London Spitfire off of Ilios here so far. Going to be very difficult for London to even get back. The first to respawn was Hago. He's slow as heck, 95%. I'm not even sure they're going to get the touch. Fury's going to go in. That's just a touch. He's going to die immediately.
Yeah, and Gesture should be back with the lead. With the jump pack, he is dancing on it. You will have Prophet in there as well. The recall has been forced. Trance is in. Hagopenny's going to ferry them onto the point now, trying to keep them alive as Puma goes to work with this commit, just feeding them into the wall. Self-destruct is there to create even more space here for Houston Outlaws. Just read the chaos. And there it is. The stick from Prophet will remove Lynxer. A lot of DPS lost, but it might be too much here. Too much for London Spitfire to handle. They're strafing right and left, just trying to keep their plane in the air.
They've got bodies back in here. Hago does follow. It's all their healing down. Fury will follow soon after. And though they got a couple of kills in the kill feed, the avalanche of white comes in for the Houston Outlaws. They will take down the London Spitfire. Revenge to open up stage 2.
3-2 going the distance. It could only happen this way, but a big win for the Houston Outlaws. Taking it against one of the toughest teams in the league. London Spitfire left wondering what went wrong. You win stage 1. You win the playoffs in stage 1, and then you are not quite capable of taking down the Outlaws. That is a big shock here for the London Spitfire, but what a day for the Outlaws.